The planet Veridus 4 was an emerald jewel on the galactic rim, rich in oxygen, vegetation, and deadly wildlife. Colonists had tried to tame it. Most failed. The Federation built outposts automated, fortified, silent. None lasted more than 5 years. The jungle always crept back, as if the planet wanted to erase every trace of civilization. And in the ruins of one abandoned research facility, surrounded by overgrowth and silence, a young human girl lived alone. Her name was Lyra Quinn. She was 16 when she vanished from a crashed transport ship, presumed dead. But she wasn't. She'd survived. More than that, she'd learned to thrive. Raised in isolation with fragments of Federation tech, jungle instincts, and hard-earned skill, Lyra became something more than human. She was small, quiet, quick, with a bow built from alien bones and a mind as sharp as any tactical AI. She hunted to eat and fought to stay hidden. What most didn't know was, she wasn't alone. In the darkness behind the trees, in the shadows of massive trunks, something watched over her. A predator, they would call it, not a beast, not quite, not mindless, but an apex creature of Veridus 4, 8 feet tall, built like living armor, eyes like black suns. The locals called it a Silhari, a species once thought extinct, known for invisibility cloaking, silent stalking, and lethal precision. This one's name was Takar. Lyra didn't find him. He found her, years ago, while she was still bleeding from her first jungle wound. He'd appeared, not to kill, but to watch. Something in her had intrigued him. Her defiance, perhaps, her refusal to die. They never spoke, not in the early days. But they observed each other, then shared fire, then food, then trust. Now he guarded her from the shadows. They were 2 survivors, 2 predators, 1 bond, until the Federation returned. The Delta 6 recovery squad dropped onto Veridus 4 with noise and fire commanded by Captain Dorian Vale, sent to investigate renewed energy readings near the ruins and rumors of alien activity. The jungle shook as armored vehicles plowed through ancient routes, drones scanned, mechs stood ready. They found Lyra by a waterfall, crouched over a steaming kill, an alien beast twice her size. She didn't flinch as they surrounded her. "She's just a kid," one soldier muttered, "too small to be the threat," another added. Captain Vale stepped forward, eyes scanning her strange clothing, armor made of alien scale, a weapon grown from jungle resin. "Where's the rest of your tribe?" he asked. She said nothing. Vale squatted beside her. "You're lucky we found you before the real danger did. These jungles aren't safe." And that's when the drone picked up something strange. Movement, not far, in the treetops. The soldiers turned, scanners whining. Then nothing. They shrugged. Glitches happened. Veridus messed with electronics. They secured Lyra and brought her to their mobile camp. At night, while soldiers rested, something circled the camp. Something they couldn't see, but Lyra could feel it. Takar was here. They kept her in a containment field, said they'd bring her home, study her, figure out how she survived so long. But they didn't understand. This was her home. When they took her bow, she said nothing. When they threatened to sedate her, she only looked beyond them into the darkness where Takar waited. Then the alarms screamed. One by one, power went out. The perimeter drones vanished from the feed. Soldiers scattered. Guns drawn, then silence, and then screams. Takar struck fast, silent, brutal, efficient, non-lethal at first. He only killed when they fired. His camo cloak shimmered as he moved through the shadows, cutting power, disabling comms, dismantling the arrogant machinery of man. Lyra watched from her cell as Vale panicked. It's the damn predator. We were baited. The realization came too late. The human girl wasn't the danger. She was the signal. Takar ripped the field generator from its housing. Lyra stepped calmly from the cell, reclaiming her bow from a fallen rack. "What are you?" Vale asked, bleeding and cornered. She turned. "I'm the one you should have never underestimated." With Takar beside her, cloaked and growling, she vanished into the jungle. By dawn, the Federation team was gone. Evacuated, rattled, humiliated. Reports were redacted. Veridus Roman 4 was marked unsalvageable. Lyra and Takar returned to the ruins. The planet belonged to them again. Over the years, they became legend. Some say the girl could command beasts, that she was the queen of a lost alien race. Others say she married the predator in some ancient ritual of blood and survival. But the truth was simpler. They were two broken beings who chose to protect each other in a world that tried to erase them. And together they made a life, among trees older than time, beneath a sky untouched by war. The small girl and the silent hunter watched the stars, not as prey and predator, but as partners. And somewhere in the hearts of those who knew the tale burned a warning: don't mistake size for weakness. Because sometimes the most dangerous thing in the jungle is what's hiding right in front of you.